Thomas. Right, so we've seen the document that Safi put online with the boundaries being extended, which means that Chris's idea and even your second idea, Harrison, are also in the loop. So it's down to you guys it's down to you firstly to pick which design that you want to go with. Do you want to go with the first one on the roof or the second one in the car park?
Safi sent an email saying that the first one really isn't viable apparently.
Right,
So we'll see when it comes what he has to say, and then...
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I could guess that it's an easier option to put in the car park.
Yeah.
To stop that complicated structure as it was. But yeah, we'll wait for him to come.
That's fine. Can I show you guys some things before he gets here?
Yeah, please. Yeah.
Okay, so I did a quick site map. As you see, I updated the borders. According to Safi, these are our borders. Yellow is existing building. This blue here is the medieval ruin. These brown circles are bus stops. So we kind of know where traffic comes from. And then these stars. I'll change the color, but these stars here are just nodes. So certain areas like meetups, pubs, bars, food, places that would be a place of interest for the students, and then just numbering off the major buildings that are around our site.
Right.
Also, this is what we're gonna use for our massing. So if you see here, Pete, your first concept, I believe, is working in the back, correct?
Yeah, that looks like it, yeah.
Concept 2 is Chris, is to the side.
Yeah, Chris is, yeah.
Concept 3, which is on the roof.
Yeah.
And then concept number 4, which would be the side with the bridge.
Yeah.
So I guess by the end of today, we'll figure out which 3 we're going to go with and then kind of start working, right?
Yeah. What would you think of another idea with an extension to the front? You know, where the surveying mound is?
The only issue with that, we'll work with Safi, is that do we replace the survey on site or off site? We don't know yet. If it's off site, we can. If it's on site, then we can't.
Yeah. Right, again, it's waiting for Safi and it's...
Yeah, so we just have to wait and see.
Off him, so... I mean, the ideas that we've got anyway, I'm sure we can pick three viable concepts out of the 4 we've got, even if the extension of a further floor on the top isn't viable, as Safi is saying. The other 3 are still
good, yeah.
Yeah, still good ideas, so it doesn't really matter. It was just another thought, really.
Yeah.
There's quite a bit of space at the front there if we can use that as such, but
I think it won't do any harm to have as many options on the table as possible, just for the reason that for task 3, which is 10%, it's asking us to evaluate the various options we put on the table as our concepts. So I think if we can show, like this computerized models showing the, say, 4 options or, you know, however many options, to show our markers that we've not just had, you know, chose the first 3 we've come up with, we've actually considered a number of options. I think that would be good. And even if SAF comes back and says we can't move the mound because we can't put it anywhere else on the existing boundaries, I think, well, I wonder what you guys think, but I personally think if we thought a bit outside the box and said that, you know, under a 5-minute walk away there is a green space that's bigger, that's got a mound that the surveyors could use, and then put a building in that surveying ground and tell the students to use one that's 5 minutes walk away. I don't think that's the worst idea. I know it's not direct to the brief, but it's just thinking outside the box.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm cool with that. The only thing is that I don't think we're included in task 3. I think task 3 will just be doing Coventry.
Oh right, you're not in task 3.
Yeah, we're not even in task 3.
Just doing design.
Yeah. Some administration stuff. Your brief. The room sizes. I was comparing them to the old ones, and comparing them to the floor plans. There are some, I think, mistakes. I have to ask Safi, but if you look on this page,
yeah.
If you go to the materials laboratory, so then seventh one down. It's not 13 meters squared. It's 130.
130. Great. And in your original plan, have you done 13 meters squared?
No, the original I based off our original, which is 130. Yeah, which is 130. Another thing, the laboratory technician's office. It says that it's 15 meters squared per lab, 15 meters squared.
Yeah.
But that's per lab. There's more than one.
Right.
So according to the floor plans, there's about 5 or 6 of them.
So put 6 labs. Right. Okay. And are you basing these numbers off the brief that you got, your original brief?
Yeah, so I'm comparing them both to see what the differences are.
Yeah.
And then I'm also looking at what was originally on the existing building to know that we have certain rooms correct.
Right.
Let's see, sorry. Yeah, so for the numbering of square footage, according to the new brief, it should only be a total of 3,933 meters squared. In my old brief, I had it at 4,110 meters squared. And then what's existing is roughly 4,048 square meters.
You know the existing area, what are you basing that off? Have you done, because I think when I did it on CAD, internal floor area was roughly around just under 4,000 meters squared. Where have you got those existing areas from?
From the CAD.
From CAD as well. Have you taken the internal corners?
Yeah. Let me double check. Maybe I took the external corners. I don't know.
Yeah. What did you get the area as again?
I got only like 4,048.
All right. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Sorry. That's not too much of a difference.
Yeah. So for the 2 new areas, those are excluding walkways and such not. Those are just rooms.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you see the difference between the increase of what they have versus what they want.
Yeah.
What have they got now?
They've currently got about 4,000 square meters. So, you know, Harrison, because you've done floor plans for your first concept, what is the total meterage of that for all 3 floors? You know, the first, ground floor first, and then the roof floor, the 3rd floor.
I was really generous. I have a lot of void openings. I have a lot of double height spaces.
Yeah.
And I also have a lot of corridors. Large corridors.
Right, okay.
That's why it takes up that much space. We don't need that much space. But it just happened to be that way because I was allowing for more room and voids and open areas, etc.
And what's the figure?
Better lighting? Oh, what's the figure?
Yeah, for your concept.
Hold on, I never checked that.
Because it'll give us, for the rest of the concepts, it'll give us a rough idea of how big they need to be. You know, give or take within that. You've done the donkey work for the first one.
Link it to that.
Also, yeah,
You know,
right.
the look of it and
Even if it's not, even if it's not number 3, so I was saying number 3 has to be.
I think one of the 3 should be. That's enough for that.
That's fine.
It doesn't have to be, so like from the side. You wouldn't have an idea of it. Just tell him to have a look at the front. And even if we don't do an extension, which it might look.
But even if we don't choose it in number 3, just to have more ideas about it.
Two of them have scars in place. That would be a good shit. Not a bridge, but one just so, don't have to be identical. I mean, such as maybe a big influence that mirrors that shape of the windows, everything. And then whatever next thing is a little something.
Yeah, about 50 square meters different
50 square meters
from the existing building.
Okay, guys.
Yeah.
Total flooring. That's big.
Yeah, go on.
6,835.
35. Right. Okay. The
that meters.
yeah.
Meter squared.
Meter
squared.
Yeah. The figure I got for the original floor area for the existing building was 3,995. So we are, 53 meters apart, square meters off, which is
okay. Which is
really.
fine. Okay, which is fine.
Yeah. Have you got anything else to fill time before Safi gets here?
Okay.
Any queries or questions?
Yeah, so the stuff on Dropbox, have you guys looked at that yet?
Yeah.
What did I post again? I have to check.
Right, Safi's here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that Newford, that book there, that's I guess international standards.
Yeah.
And Pete, when you're doing layout, there's a book called Architect Studio Companion.
Yeah.
Take a look at that. That and Newford. Newford looks more of spaces. So like how much area would a desk and a whatever take up versus how many washrooms you need if you have a room full of 10 people or something like that. Whereas the Studio Companion is kind of like the rule of thumbs. So how much it's, I don't know. I just use it all the time. For Safi, the Student Companion will help us a lot. You guys also talked about solar paneling. So take a look at the Building Integrated Photovoltaics. That talks in detail about how you want to do solar panels, solar walls, etc. As for Safi, my friend, cheers. Oh, where'd they all go?
Hello, Safi.
Hello there.
Right, great, you're here.
Everyone okay?
Yeah, I think we've just lost Rice and all.
No, we're back? We're back?
You're back?
Okay.
We can't afford to lose them.
Safi, if you go on Dropbox,
Okay.
I created a folder called Information Library. And in there you'll find PDF books that will help you a lot. Steel structure books, the Architect Studio Companion, which is the rule of thumb when it comes to anything. So sizing your columns versus your floor slabs, whatever, etc. We also have facade principles of construction. So if we want to play around with different materials, different things for the new facades, we can also look at that. And also the modern construction envelopes. Okay, so Safi,
Yeah.
have you asked Steve about the surveying site?
Yeah, I emailed you.
Has he responded?
I mean, the surveying map, you did ask about it. I emailed you back. Have you checked your inbox?
Let me double check.
What was the answer, Safi?
The answer is, even though it's on the Dropbox as well, if we have to use the surveying map, we need to provide an alternative for it within the site.
Okay.
Right, and that's the definite.
Yes.
Right.
And so I saw your new boundaries. So he's saying that the parking lot is okay.
Yes. He apologized for the miscommunication when Loughborough was in Coventry.
Okay. So then that means you're going to be busy.
And have you guys thought about leaving the idea of building above the existing building?
Yeah, so we're coming up with other alternatives.
So
I'll show you
what are your
Safi.
opinions on that one, Safi?
Pardon?
What are your opinions on why we shouldn't go above?
I think it wouldn't be viable. It would cost too much. Plus, it would require to build foundations in the courtyard, which we're not allowed to.
In the courtyard?
We can only use the courtyard as a linkage between the surrounding buildings and the John Lang building. But we cannot build on it.
What are you referring to as the courtyard, Safi?
The courtyard, hang on. Have you got the picture so I can look at it and tell you where the
They're on
courtyard is?
Dropbox. If you go to Dropbox again.
Certain area we can't touch. The reason why my building doesn't work is because we have to do foundation in a certain area. In the area we can't touch. In the area.
Just a quick comment, Safi.
Yes.
We didn't think, for Harrison's idea, we didn't think we'd need foundations to be going in the courtyard area. They'd just be going... so
to the back of the
point to the courtyard just so we're on the same page. The top there, yeah?
Yeah, that is the court area. Can you see my screen here?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if we had columns just going to the sides of the building, say if we just stopped short a little and we wouldn't need to go anywhere near the courtyard, what would you say then?
Plus that area there, that distance is about more than 20 meters. That would require deeper beams. That means more than 1.5 meter deep.
Yeah.
So I don't think that would be a good idea.
What do you think, Harrison?
How much would that cost?
I don't know. It will be expensive. Look, we got all this area here, so we got loads of area.
Yeah, that I understand.
Plus this area, which is a lot. So there are some ballards. That is the border, these ballards.
Okay, so Safi, I'll show you what we have so far.
Okay.
Okay, so we have... Do we have a budget? No budget. The first concept was here, correct? This is fine.
Yeah.
Right? And then you're saying that this is Chris's idea, to the side, which is fine. This one we're scrapping, correct? You don't think this is viable?
No, yeah, that's right.
Okay, and then so our last option, or our next option, was to be building onto the side and then connecting it through a bridge.
Yeah, exactly. That is a very good idea.
Also, just double checking here. Do you guys want to add anything else to this map or no?
As in add what?
Anything that's important that we should know. So right now all I have recorded is our border, so where we can build.
You see this bit here?
Which bit?
There is the medieval ruins.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah.
It's
there.
blue.
Yeah, that is important because we cannot touch it.
Yeah. And then I put in bus stops so that we know where the public transportation is.
Okay.
I was going to put in traffic, but this is two-way, this is two-way, so it's pretty pointless.
What about the train station, Harrison?
On this map, I don't even see the train station. That's what I was thinking, like, do you guys want to go bigger? Like, as in...
So towards the bottom left of the screen,
Yeah.
it's basically in that direction. And Steve, when we visited Coventry, he seemed pretty adamant that he wanted, they were looking for an entrance to the building that basically faced towards oncoming people from the train station.
Yeah, which would be this area here.
So we want this view?
Yeah. Sorry, say that again. Yeah.
So we're saying around this area. Like where my mouse is going.
Yeah, the train station's over in that direction.
So he said he wants a view from the entrance to the train station.
He basically he spoke about it anyway, and basically said a lot of people, a lot of students or staff or whoever will be coming from the area of the train station, so they will be walking in that direction towards the building, and obviously it was quite important to have the entranceway basically facing in that direction.
Yeah, but the problem with that is that you see this building here, number 6?
Yeah.
That's like 8 stories. We can only go a maximum of 4 stories. We're going to be covered anyways.
No, the question was because people who come to visit John Lang building, because this gate here is quicker or shorter to the train station, they always come to the wrong door. The reception is on the other side. No visitors can enter the building through this route or through this gate.
I think the point being made is that the reception area has to be prominent, regardless where it is. It has to be, wherever you're coming from, you've got to be able to see it. So a nice clear reception area
exactly
is what's required.
Yeah.
Okay, so Safi, my question to you is as for the laboratory technician offices. How many do you have?
How many of what? I couldn't hear you properly.
Laboratory technician offices?
Okay.
Because on the brief, it only states 15 meters squared.
Okay.
But I'm pretty sure when Steve was here, he pointed out that 5 or 6 altogether. So there's no way a total of 15 meters squared can supply that. It has to be 15 meters each. So we wanted to know how many of those do we need to actually have.
1 second. Let me check the brief here. Says laboratory technician's office 15 meters squared.
If you look at your school plan here,
Yeah.
see that? The offices?
Yeah.
That's not 15 meters squared. That's 15 meters squared per. So I want to know if there's 5 there, 6 there, and how many offices are there?
Are you sure that each 15 meters squared?
I have no idea. That's what I'm asking you.
Because the brief says the required is in total that much, I think.
That's puny. That's the size of one office. But here you have 5.
Mm-hmm. Probably they don't need more technicians.
Can you just confirm with Steve, is it per or is it going to be total? Because if it's total, then we only need to supply 1.
Okay. I mean, have you measured it yourself? I mean, in CAD?
Yeah.
What is the area?
Hold on a sec.
One second.
Right, Harrison.
Yes.
Right, if we could move on to our priorities. Our
Okay.
priorities being to agree now our 3 concepts, to agree the very basics of the structure and facade for those 3 concepts, and to agree the first concept that we're going to work on, and a very basic breakdown of the work to be done for the next meeting.
Okay.
So if we could move on to that. So the first point, agreeing our 3 concepts. Safi, you back?
Yes.
Right, okay. Safi, can we have your opinions on the 3 concepts that Harrison has shown on his computer simulation?
Okay.
Or 4, sorry. Harrison, could you run us through those that simulation again? Yeah.
Okay. So we have this bridge concept. So we will probably build somewhere in this area where we don't touch the trees, and then we connect by this route here, so that we don't have to touch any trees, don't have to replace anything. It just be construction all the way.
Okay.
That's that idea. Our next idea could be not this one. Chris's idea, which is built directly to the side. So in this area, some trees may have to be removed. And then we have Loughborough's idea is to build to the side. How much space we're going to take will vary, but it'll be this area inside here. And that's all we have right now.
Shall we talk about the structure and the facade on each of those designs? Ideas? Foundations as well, so we can get an idea of...
So Harrison, what about, you know, your first design of extending up 1 more level?
Yes.
What about, Safi as well, what about if we just went, say, halfway back towards the courtyard, or maybe 3/4 of the way back towards the courtyard? You know how there was an issue with building foundations in the courtyard and we weren't allowed to do that. Can we just build on part of the top, or?
That's up to Safi. I don't know much about structure-wise. Is it even possible to build anywhere on top? Say even like a small section, or no?
Yeah, that's what I mean. I don't know if...
Yeah.
Can we clarify that now to see whether building up is another option?
If you want to build above the courtyard, how would you do
Not
that?
above the courtyard, just above the building in general. Not the whole floor, maybe like just a small part. Just building on top of the building.
Yeah, so from this near side that you can see on Harrison's model now, so yeah, here, and maybe go part of the way back, I don't know how far, yeah, maybe halfway, 3/4 of the way.
Yeah.
Is that possible at all, or?
Yeah, cantilever it. That should be alright. But not along, I mean, more than 10 meters or less than 5 or 5 would be more okay, I think.
Wait, when you're saying cantilever off what?
If you want to go over the building here, about 5 meters.
About 5 meters, okay. So I couldn't span from side to side, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Harrison, put on the original idea, your original idea. change the simulation to your idea, and so I think he's getting a little confused. Right,
Okay.
Safi, we're on about this idea, the top floor. Jake's suggestion is, what if we don't go all the way to the end?
Yeah.
We cut it back a little.
Like here.
Yeah.
Yeah, but still would be a problem here then, because the span here is
span,
more than 20 meters.
What, even from this near?
So you're just saying your worry is to span from this corner to this corner, correct?
Yes. Yes.
But we can still build foundations at this end if we needed to. We're just in the corner.
Yeah, so like this area.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we can still build here, whatever we need to.
Yeah. What I'm saying is, because it will be expensive. It will cost twice maybe if you're building here or there.
How much would it cost if I wanted to cantilever, say, 9 meters? Is that even possible or no?
No, we need to do the calculation for it.
Because I can always divide this to 2 separate buildings, so then it's not a full span, it just cantilever on both sides. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, what I'm saying is, what I'm suggesting is, can we not leave the idea of building above it, because that whatever you do, cantilever, obviously you need bigger foundations here. Bigger foundation will cost a lot.
Okay.
And we'll have to do it all the way wherever we go to, how many meters, 20 meters, 40 meters, whatever. That will be expensive, even though there is no budget limit. But if this building, say, costs around 50 million, that will cost you around 75 to 100 million. That's almost twice.
Okay, Safi, so we've heard your opinion on that one. Could you give us your opinion on the other concepts that we've just had a look at, that Harrison just talked through? Which do you like, which do you dislike?
Any problems with this one?
This one, I don't have a problem with it, but that in the corner here, there is that building.
Yeah, that I
doesn't
know.
belong to university.
Yeah, that I know. I just did a zoning error saying that it could take up, I don't know how much space he's going to take, but maybe something like this. This area, general area.
Okay, that's great, but still we have all this area behind the building now.
You're saying this area?
No, this area in the car park.
Oh, the car park area, this area.
Yeah, there's loads of area here as well. Yeah, the idea is good. I don't have a problem with it, but the terrain, the car parking is higher by what, 2 meters probably, than the existing building.
Yeah, that's fine. I know it's a ramp here. Steve told us that.
Okay.
So then that's the same comment for this guy, right? Just leveling off the ground, that's it?
Yeah, that's great as well. Yeah.
Okay. So any issues with this one? Besides the fact that you have to have, the loading doors and stuff like that.
Yeah, as long as we have access to these gates, yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Now what if I wanted to use the existing roof as a green roof? Is that possible?
You mean this route?
No, I mean the existing roof. Just as a green roof. So minimum load. I'm not adding a whole floor, it's just maybe like a park space or something where they can sit.
So green roof meaning, what are you going to do?
Grass, moss, flowers.
Yeah, grass. Okay, grass, you need sand underneath it, wouldn't you? Or soil, whatever type.
Yeah, we need
Heavy.
soil.
Yeah, it is heavy, yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, we missed that. What was that point?
Soil and water makes a heavy material. So you're adding a lot of load if you make this a green roof.
Okay. you know, with the design you've got now, Harrison, because so basically we've got 2 vehicle access routes for the structures lab and the hydraulics lab. Now, myself and Johnny were thinking that we would move the hydraulics lab, which is closer to where it's basically it's there where it gets very narrow, and we would build up to the entrance of the structures lab, which is about 3/4 of the way up, and then however much space we needed.
So you want to take this here, right?
So, yeah.
That's the fluid lab.
So that's the hydraulics lab. So we move that into the new building.
Oh, to the new one. Okay, so somewhere here.
To the new building, yeah. And then we build up to. So if you scroll your mouse to roughly where the entrance is for the structures lab, the vehicle entrance for that, which is roughly there, yeah. So we'd build up to that point, and then we'd go up however many stories we needed, say 3, which should be fine to provide the space. We can alter this. This is just initial design. We can create a gap, you know, have almost 2 buildings with an archway gap in between. But I just wanted you to be clear on that.